us now. 3, 4, 5 red lights ahead of us here at Silverstone. And we are underway. It's going to be a tensive start for everyone out there in these conditions. But it looks like our posters at Scarborough is a good stop. Beast is going to try and hold off JMC. I think he's in contact down at turn 1. So I think there's a bit of debris goes somewhere. Hayes is losing positions to Kislesko, and it looks like JMC's making the move on Beast. They're going to go side by side now. Beast makes his way back through. Carito's trying to go around the outside now. He's going side by side with Owen, who's been absolutely swamped on at the start. JMC holding on to third. Carito up to fourth. And QWERTY is there to pounce if anything happens ahead of him. Adrian, I think Adrian's gone off at the back. Yes, he has. So's Alan.
Alan, Adrian, legend.
Oh, Beast and JMC battle for P2 as they go through Luffield. Now we've got a virtual safety car now, so that's going to neutralise that little battle that was going on.
No, Ike, no. I guess there must be some wing on the track.
Yeah, that guy. He's lost his front wing, I can see, on the Red Bull.
Damn it.
And Hayes has got damage. So a lot of these drivers near the back with damage now, I can see.
They could very well be a lap down quite quickly here as well. Hayes missing an plate. That guy's entire wing.
If you're a Beast, obviously he might not be aware of what's happening lower down the order. This is a golden opportunity for him to try and extend the championship lead. With his teammate currently sitting in 5th after a poor start. Of course, they're going to be hoping for a lot for the Constructors' Championship. Beast, I'm sure, will want this division to be title. We're still a long way to go, though. Should be going back to green flag pretty soon, as we are now back to green. Here in Division 2, Scarborough has got the restart nailed. 8/10 now, he's pulled. DK Beast Assassin, you see how slow they're going through Vale. JMC's had a bit of attack with him, and Carito's got him round. He lost it again. He's got down to 10 with Skeefy's all over the back of him. He's got Braston's cars or something with Carito, but he cannot keep it in a straight line. With that forever, got drivers peeling off into the pit lane. With damage, QWERTY up to 5th now, hoping to try and get past Owen.
What the fuck is Carito doing?
Rapid Coot's made the move on Lee. What's Carito doing?
He's just took out one of the braking boards. He just bent complete right on the freaking coming into the third corner there.
Rapid Coot then goes side by side down the one into straight leg back wheels. Let's go. He's going to make it 3 wide.
Not again.
He doesn't go for it. Into Brooklands. Rapid Coot completely misses the corner, and that now allowed Golden Egg Fry to maybe sneak up the inside. Can he make it work? Kislesko will get the better exit as he's got the outside line. Oh, he's nearly lost it out of the exit of Luffield. They're going to go side by side now, all the way down to Copson through Woodcote. Who's going to get the position at the moment? Kislesko's just ahead. They nearly bang wheels again, and Kislesko holds on to that 8th place. But that has now lost touch of them to the whole of the top 5.
Well, to be honest, it was going to become a top 5 on the rest, wasn't it? Off what they showed in qualifying. This is as I was expecting it to. What was that, QWERTY?
Carito now, he's going to make the move on Golden Egg Fry. Carito trying to make his way back through after that error on the previous lap. Is now back up into 9th place and wants to get past his train as soon as humanly possible. Not to JMC. Scarborough, is already 1.5 seconds out in front to our championship leader, Beast, on lap 3 now of this race. That's the fastest lap. Does Scarborough. He is dropping right. Oh, it's round! It's round in the final corner. I think he's got damage as well to that hatch.
Well, thank God for ghosted.
Very much. I think that the end plate's missing on the left-hand side.
The end plate's missing, is it? I've got some stupid onboard camera.
I believe it is. But nevertheless, that's Owen's race. What looked to be an okay result anyway is now going to be undone. Dolphin. Is it a whole wet race? I believe it is. I haven't been told otherwise.
Yes, it's as Owen said, it is the same shit all race. QWERTY's got past JMC there for P3. Oh, JMC's going back.
He slipped up the inside at Luffield. He's made the move to get work. QWERTY went a bit deep going into Luffield, but that gave JMC the better line and holds on to that 3rd place as the top 2 are absolutely clearing off now in their own races. As Liam is now going to join this battle for the final podium place between him, QWERTY, and JMC. You said keep an eye out on AB QWERTY, and he's definitely Bruma's right at the moment. He's pushing
pacing.
JMC through Beckett's.
Oh, you can tell who's got the wet setup and who's got the dry, and then of course who's confident in the wet conditions. I don't think we're waiting much longer for Quirty to make the move here.
Well, I thought we can have a little look down the inside there. Looks like Lesko's made the move on Vapid-Koot. They're going to go side by side through Stone now. Vapid-Koot with the outside line will have the better run and has the position once again. Vapid-Koot on a good run at the moment, up into 6th place. Lesko also gaining 5 places, has had a very good opening few laps. Obviously, has made his way past the injured Owen, who's now pulling into the pit lane, and it is going to be a very, very long race now for the Haas driver. Quirty still chasing down Active JMC for the final podium place at the moment. They are still closing in Vapid-Koot, still holding off Kislesko at the moment after just making that move, but the Aston Martin driver is not going to settle for 7th.
Not at all. Not at all. He'll work on through. He's another one. He's upset. He's angry after obviously the 8 seconds worth of penalties last week and wants to deliver something better here.
Here's Quirty heading into Brooklands now. Got the outside line. He's going to swoop around and try and make it work. Is he going to go down the inside at Luffield? He had a little look, but he's got covered off by JMC. Quirty has got all the confidence he needs in these wet conditions. Soon as he has a little snap heading through Woodcote now and towards Cox. I don't think he's going to be close enough to make the move. Both of them on the same battery, so no advantage there. But in these wet conditions, we've seen in the past, F1AB Quirty is just lightning fast in these damp and wet conditions. Just struggling to make the move on Active JMC.
Saying about creating the first penalty.
Yes. I think we'll probably see a few more then. Yeah, that's that spin. That guy now. That guy, again, dropping down to 18. He's had a very tough race. And this penalty. Don't think that'll be the last one we see. So I think Quirty's still all over the back of JMC. He's really eager to get through.
He's later on the brakes into corners. He needs to try and just get on the power a bit quicker and a bit stronger, and he'll have it. So as I say, he's got him on corner entry, just the corner exit.
Oof. How on earth do you call that? It's a great save on F1AB Quirty at the last corner. But it hasn't even really lost him too much time. So as you said, the sector's definitely making a very big difference between JMC and F1AB Quirty. He's put the curve with JMC. This is going to give Quirty the opportunity he needs, heading down the Rollins straight now, to make the move into Brooklands. He's going to rinse that battery, but JMC's got the battery to rinse to defend as well. Quirty looks to the outside, but I don't think the gap's going to be there for the Williams driver. He tell you what, he's trying to make it work though. Heading towards Brookfield now. He's going to go down the inside. No, he's not. You can tell he is looking extremely confident, this Quirty.
You can also tell that JMC just has that straight line advantage. So he's able to pull away from him before the corner and got just enough to stay ahead.
That was causing quite a bit of a train behind as well. Liam now right into the back of this Vapid-Koot as well. Just Lesko's joining. Torito is near enough in this train as well now. And oh no!
He's
in the back of him! Quirty nearly lost it again! This is a nuts lap here on lap 5 out of 26 here at Silverstone. And Quirty went into the back of Active JMC going through Maggis and Beckers, and Quirty's going to try to make a move on Vapid-Koot, is he? No, he's not. Getting towards Stoke now. He's got the outside line, so he'll have the better run. I don't know how on earth JMC held on to that third here, and how on earth he held onto the car. The car off actually to say that back. Got an egg fire.
Vapid-Koot.
Oh, Vapid-Koot's gone straight on as well.
Vapid misses braking point there when he was side by side with Liam, and he just had to keep going on.
Through, and it now allows F1AB Quirty to clear ahead, but he needs to get past Liam first. Quirty's well and truly not out of this race yet. Is he going to send it down the inside though? He has a look, but doesn't make the move work just yet. Got to get his
These
elbows
boys
out
have
more.
lost nearly 2 seconds on that last lap, from third to second. JMC is a literal roadblock at the minute.
Rito has gone onto the intermediate tyre, so I don't know if he's just taken a very robust gamble. By the looks of it, from our view anyway, it definitely not dried up.
When the boys say it's going to be pissing down all race, the Inters aren't coming out. You see the rain fall on the screen at the minute. It's the size of bloody golf balls, basically. This is
literally
proper freaking.
Doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. Literally. Oh, Liam's all over the back of James C going to the top, nearly hits the back of himself. Liam. And hopefully we'll get a repeat of what we had on the previous lap. But Liam, again, looking pretty confident. He said to me before this, the last thing he wants is rain. And the message, he sounded bitterly disappointed. And he has indeed got the run. Going down the hangar straight now, rinsing that battery on JMC with a straight line advantage. JMC has, he's making it work at the moment. Can he go around the outside of Stone? No, he tries to go for the old switchback, but he gets covered off because Lesko's made the move on QWERTY.
And so it's Mash as well.
Yeah, QWERTY, a really poor Stowe there. Because Lesko's trying to look on Liam now. Huge try from Liam.
I think JMC just needs to accept defeat, pull aside, because there's going to be a serious incident here in a minute. If he keeps trying to defend as he is, there's going to be a 2, 3, 4 car pile-up.
Yeah, it's bound to happen the way we've heard at the moment. They're actually touching each other's rear wings at the moment. As QWERTY's going to try to make a move on Marsh now. Skeefy's now going to go all the way around the outside. Can he make it work? Going towards entry now. But yellow flags. That is, I think, Carito off on the intermediate tyre. Skeefy and QWERTY around.
But it's gone, is it?
He has gone contact with Skeefy.
Liam's got him.
JMC going through the field. He's finally made the move work. He did what
Lesko's looking at the inside too. Mash
got a good run.
Lesko's going to go defensively from Mash.
Right, he's kept the position just heading towards Cops now. They're going to go side by side, nearly heading towards Cops. Mash with the outside line might give him a better run. You can see JMC is losing it now. That dry setup is really setting him back, and Lesko is going to be touching the rear wing, touching that rear diffuser of the Alfa Romeo anytime soon.
I wonder if JMC's got some wing damage from something that happened earlier in the race we didn't see, because he is, yeah. Kamash is going to get a double overtake, isn't he?
Might, as JMC goes very deep. Oh, he's nearly hit the Aston Martin there. Did Mash. Lesko is going to try and go around the outside at Vale. It's going to be a risky move. It's going to be a bold move if he can make it work. But JMC has got the line, covers him off. And that allows Marsh to try and go all the way around the outside now. Going through Club, the final corner. Can he make it work? Side by side onto the Hamilton straight. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. SLR Marsh up into 5th place.
He'd be happy with that. He'd be very happy with that. Didn't he have a good race yesterday in the F2 as well, Mr. Marsh?
He did, yeah. He's been really strong so far this season, Marsh. I think he's sitting like 5th in the standings.
Yeah, he's had a ropey start in Div 2 here, of course. But when you look at the grid and the quality on it, you can understand why. But this is a track for him, I suppose.
Yep, indeed it is. And I don't think it's going to be long until he gets past JMC. We've got yellow flags again. I think that is Adrian who's off once again.
Going from bad to worse.
There's Mash now going through Woodcut and on to the old pitch straight we go with the Alfa Tauri. Closing up on JMC once again. That straight line advantage the Alfa Romeo has got is keeping him ahead at the moment. Through the course, you see how much comfortable the Alfa Tauri is compared to the Alfa Romeo. That back end sliding out on the Alfa Romeo. JMC gets a 30-second time penalty for track limits, I think. By what we've seen on the past few laps, Brody, that was inevitable.
It was indeed. It's been all over the place. Oh, it's just lost it there. Mash is going to slide on through here, isn't he? Whereas the straight line speaker with that fucking strong.
He's rinsing as JMC. Marsh is going to have the inside line. Can he make the move work though? JMC's not going to have any grip at all with that setup as Adrian's off again, and Mash has made the move work. And SLR Mash is up to 4th place.
I thought for a minute JMC was going to try to lunge that back down the inside, but played it smart, tucked back inside. He's cost himself here though. Poor choice to set up. He had every possibility, every opportunity here to fight guys up as well by the way at the back there.
Oh yeah. Seems like there's option for the intermediates, but it's still definitely not working. Carito, I've seen, is all over the shop at the moment. Wrong choice at the moment for them. Liam has cleared off now from the pack, so he's in a lot of clear air. 10 seconds to beat though, so it's going to be a mountain to climb for SR Liam. But I'm sure he'll take third place.
Mac is already 1.3 seconds clear in stats, so it really is. Get past the cork in the bottom, and then your race can begin.
Let's go. Side by side now with active JMC Skeefy. I'm sure he's going to be waiting for something to happen and try and take advantage of it. There's so nearly contact between the two at Luffield.
Waiting.
Let's go, holds on.
Waiting, he's going for it now. It's a bollocks of the waiting. Rapid Coops also going to have a look here as well. On Zacky's Beast.
Yeah, it would have been brave. Zacky's Beast has actually had a really good race, to be fair. From 19th on the grid, he's got that Aston Martin up into 8th place.
Another one like Hayes though, it's been a bit ropey in qualifying. I think his average is like 15th or 16th, but he puts it together in the race. Lets those boys towards the front spin, have their contact, and just walks on past.
We're going to walk on past. Here comes Kislesko's going to try and go around the outside of Stowe corner on JMC. Can he make the move work? No, he's going to have the better grip and traction, of course, with that wet setup. But JMC still managing to hold on to that 5th place. They are going to all be eager to get past because they are seeing the rest of the cars ahead of them just fly away. Seconds a lap they are gaining on JMC. And this train is just going to get bigger and bigger. I think Zacky's Beast and Rapid Cool will probably join this train in about 2 laps time if they can't get past.
More than likely. Add Clock and Godzilla to that list as well. 2 more drivers that have slowly, methodically worked their way through from the back to be where they are now. And I just want to apologise to everybody watching this for the shit camera angles. Some of them are absolute awful.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry for the switching that's going on, but I'm trying to find something somewhat eligible.
Yeah, I'm getting them as well. They are god awful what I'm getting. I have to buy on a board literally like 90% of the time. But nevertheless, we're not getting shit racing. That is one thing. We're getting a bus of JMC. JMC bus, you could say, in P5. Holding up this train out, as you
London
said.
double decker, isn't he?
Literally. As Rapid Coop is closing on him. Rapid Coop closing on Zacky's Beast now. Towards Cops they go. He's got a wheel nearly alongside him. Oh, so nearly have contact. Zacky's Beast holds on for a little while longer, but I think it's Kislesko's time to try and make the move.
Kislesko's had a look down the inside of Mags and Beckett. Oh,
it's a risky move. So go for it there.
JMC's gone wide. This could be it.
Could be the time for Kislesko. You can see JMC all over the gap at the moment. Heading down the hangar straight, we go down towards Stowe again. This is that 3rd lap in a row. He's going to try to make the move at Stowe, but once again, he's going to have to wait behind JMC unless he wants to send it in the Vale chicane. It'll be something spectacular if he can. He's going to try and go around the outside of the Vale chicane. Can Kislesko make it work? There's so nearly contact between the two once again. But JMC, I don't know how he's doing this. He's holding on.
It's some brilliant defense, in all honesty. We can say this and that, but his defense has been fantastic today. Put his car in just the right positions. It's not like the questionable one last week with Hazer at the end of the race. It's been clean, fair, and concise.
It has at the moment. Holding on to P5, of course, has that 3-second time penalty for the track limits earlier on, and this train is just ever growing with JMC being the lead car of it.
It's dropping down to the lane top, and it wouldn't it?
It is, yeah. Rito's going to be in this train soon. He's in the bloody intermediates.
Maybe it's time to change, or is JMC just struggling that much?
I think the latter, unfortunately. I think he's going to struggle even more because he's got that Aston Martin out on the outside of it at the moment.
He's got to look down the inside as well.
He's only going to hold to their progress. He does. Kislesko still can't make the move work. JMC is still somehow holding on as Skeefy gets a time penalty. And now, we go towards Maggots Beckett once again. Thought about it because Kislesko nearly at the halfway point of this race now. Lap 11 of 26.
Corey, I just need to hold you for a second. It is 3-1 Leicester.
Fuck off, is it? It fucking is. I put my phone down for 3 seconds. Indeed, he's... Indeed! Kislesko! Oh! Round the outside at Stowe.
Has he got him?
4th time. I think he has.
He got him. Come on.
About fucking time. As Skeefy peels off into the pit lane, so he's
JMC's coming back at him, though.
Through goes JMC. Through goes JMC. Through goes JMC. Sorry.
A bit
I
too
apologise for everyone who
preemptive
is.
there, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
Old
I just wanted
fire,
to
old
happen
fire.
once. Forget that happened. JMC finally dropping down to 6th now because let's go. About time he made his way through. It took a while, but he is, as that guy gets another penalty, he's finally made his way up to 5th. Half time 3-1, and that is one good R.
They're 8 seconds off Marsh. Marsh went through, what, 2-3 laps to go with that? They have lost so much time.
They really have. Rico, as I said on the intermediate tyre, is really start. I'm going to check the lap times quickly, what the leader's doing compared to what he's doing. Because let's go last lap was a 1 minute 43.4. Scarborough out in front was a 1 minute 44.3. So is it time?
We are seeing more and more coming to it, but again, there's no point Sky even thinking about it. It's just keep going on as wets as he is. I mean, he really has done as a Max Verstappen this race. We've not even mentioned the boy, have we?
Side. Oh, coming through Magnus Becker's Chapel. JMC has somehow caught in a full opposite lot going through wreckage. But Zacky's beast didn't take it as long as his teammate, but he's made his way through. JMC's into the wall.
Oh my God, into the teammate. No.
What the hell is saying? How on earth his teammates avoided him there? I do not know. As Rapid makes way through, as Legends is out. Legends is out of the race. A safety car now, as Liam has literally just came into the pit lane. Oh dear. As Clock has got a 5-second time penalty. If you're Liam here, is this just shaft? I don't know, has it really shafted him? Not really, because a lot of cars are came in as well, so...
It's the question though, is it time for the Inters? Or was Carito, because I know Carito runs medium traction, was he just able to utilise that?
Well, a few drivers have gone for it. Rapid Coot has gone for it. Sotu Clock has gone for it. Godzilla's gone for it. Alan's gone for it. If you're at the back, you've got nothing to lose, so you might as well. But the drivers at the front, you've got absolutely everything to lose. Scarborough, who hasn't put a foot wrong so far in this first 13 laps of this race. With 13 to go, he's got an almighty challenge ahead of him. And an almighty decision ahead of him. Does he box for Inters? Does he box for another set of wets? Because I think no matter what here, you do have to box.
He's got plenty of time here to box. It's just what tyre. And we're only comparing it to one driver's times. What's Golden Acre been doing on those intermediate tyres?
Let's have a gander.
Because he's been on his for 5 laps now, so you'd have a bit of data there to compare with.
Haven't been the most competitive.
So it's potentially still wets then. Scar is coming in as predicted. It's just going to be a question of to what tyre. Yeah, as you said, you'd be stupid to stay out with these worn tyres to the fresh ones coming in behind. Decisions. There's a long drive for us to find out what's going to happen here.
Let's have a look at the leaders though. Top 2 of course in, but the crucial thing is which tyre. Wets for Scarborough. What about UKB's Assassin? He's got a championship to lose at the end of the day. He's leading at the moment. It's going to be a key decision for him. Is he going to go for the wet? Marsh of course is in. Marsh is in a fantastic position in this race
Wets
as well. All of them looks like they're going to go for wets as it stands. Let's go in. His teammate Zach
double stacking Aston Martin.
He's going to lose time. Liam is now going to come through the final chicane. He, of course, we saw him box for wet. Carito, he's came in, so he doesn't think the intermediates is the right call.
Or maybe he should put some fresh ones on.
He is, yeah. You're spot on there, Molly. He's put on a fresh set of intermediates.
Especially how many places is Carito potentially going to drop to those coming through now?
I don't think he's actually dropped any, to be fair. He's jumped Zacky's beast, actually.
That's because of the double stack at Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Because obviously
So
Kolesko and...
There
was only a 3-second gap between Kolesko and Zach.
Oh, Vapid Cool, I tell you what, he's a big gainer from this as well. Has just got ahead of Carito. The Vapid Cool in a great, but I tell you what, this is going to be a manic of a restart to see which is going to be the right tyre. Is it going to be the Inters? Is it going to be the wets? Visually, we can't really tell from here in the comments box, but if you're in the hot seat behind one of those cars,
you've got your engineer to give you a hand, but I think even in this case, it looks like they're in a crossover at the moment.
I couldn't predict that. I mean, I am the idiot that just follows what the game says.
Same here. Or Liam tells me what to do, and I can only tell him to shut the fuck up half the time, and it ends up being the right call.
We got Harrow back there. Sorry.
Yeah.
The field is that spread. We could be under safety car for another couple of laps. We could only end up with 10 laps of racing.
Yeah. We'll listen to it for 2 seconds.
I feel so sorry for him. He checked out and was just enjoying his time for this to happen. Same for Beast in a way, really. They both were long gone enjoying their fucking jollies around Silverstone. And carnage ensued. Legend with yet another DNF. The wait for a point goes on. Where's Alan to? 15. Alan's first race. Because if Alan gets a point today, that means the Legend is back to the only one on a donut. Right, I'm going to go grab a drink quick while we get this through.
Right, I was rummaging around for batteries because I could not find any. But thankfully, found a pair. Oh, happened interesting behind the safety car, I'm missing nothing. His motor disappeared as well. Oh, lovely. Me on my own. Uh-oh. Sorry, in this lap now. Actually, Adrian's still needs to catch up, so does Hayes. Hayes had a really, really tough race by her standards. Obviously had that contact on the opening lap, which is running down the order. Scott finding the race now, but Mercedes is looking good for one car, but it's not looking good for the other. Starborger hasn't put a foot wrong so far this race. Still leads, excuse me, out in front from our championship leader, UK Beast Assassin. It's our Liam in third place. But the top two clear off because of the GMC train, or bus, should I say. And now, been neutralised. Is that going on here? Double egg fries into the pit lane. Godzilla's into the pit lane, so I don't know if they're switching to wets. Or what? By the looks of it, switching to fresh intermediates is what they're doing.
Oh, well, hello there. Have I missed anything?
No, you haven't missed anything. I was just running around for some batteries and I couldn't find any, so I've just nabbed a pair from a remote. But yeah, back in the race, we've had a few cars picked. Golden Egg Fries just picked a fresh set of wets. Godzilla's picked a fresh set of intermediates again. And they are just going to come out ahead of Adrian. So safety car being at the end of this lap. And as we said, Molly, earlier on, we're going to have a 10-lap sprint to the end.
And we don't have the active James the blocker to disrupt it this time.
Well, if you're 12 from below, then you're going to be bricking it. Owen,
Good luck, Owen.
This is a lifeline for Owen. Yeah, literally, I was going to say, this is kind of a lifeline for Owen back into this race after having that spin earlier and damage. So, but he has got an almighty bus of an Alfa Romeo.
course,
Probably, yeah.
all eyes are going to be on Vapiku and Carito this restart.
Yeah.
Either
Is it the
they're
right
going to
call, is
win,
it not?
otherwise it's P1, P2, or they're down to just having points.
It's a gamble.
Carito wasn't so much of a gamble because he was a bit further down in the order with that penalty as well. Doesn't have much to lose. Vapiku though, he was in the points. This is a position he was really behind before the safety car, so he's got quite a few points to lose at the moment. But we will see if it's the right call or not. As we've seen, safety cars at the end of this lap. Scarborger has led every single lap in this race and hasn't really had anything to trouble him so far. Has a safety car restart ahead of him, which is going to trouble him, and 18 other cars behind him, which are going to pressure him at this restart.
If Scar can pull a gap,
Goes.
he's gone already. I like that.
He's gone early. Did exactly what Toby did in F2 last night. Has gone very early. Has caught a few people napping. Liam is one of those people who's been caught napping a bit. Has dropped behind, and UKB's Assassin's had a poor restart as well. He's nearly lost a second already for the race leader. As Alan, I believe, has gone round. Alan's gone really wide. I don't know what's happened to Alan.
Pete's already having a look at let's go. This is,
Alan puts his penalty to track limits. Is it the right call at the moment? Vapiku, as you said, all over the back of Kislesko. This could be the defining moment in this race, tyre-wise, strategy-wise. How long the pit lane hit is here. You lose a good 20, 25 seconds, I think it is.
Free chance those on the wet section to the inside of the Indizard tyre. Those are going to suck it up and go for it.
Here he goes.
He's a piss. That looks relatively easy.
I think we are at the crossover then at the moment because it's just looking like if you can handle it, then it's worth it. If it's going to get a bit drier, then you should suffer the wrath and the struggle of the intermediates at the moment.
The London bus has broken down.
Oh dear.
Out in the bus lane on the side now. God.
He's taking the nearest exit out of Silverstone in JMC, and a race that he's not going to want to remember. After the highs of last week, it has dropped to the lows of this week. We'll be hoping Hungary's going to go better for him in a week's time. Back here tonight at Silverstone is SR Massive closing up to Liam now for the final podium place. Liam hoping to find close on the beat. Massive's looking unreal.
Fastest lap.
Massive's looking unreal in these wet conditions. Look at the exit he's got out of Stowe. He's going to go for the move on Liam. No, he's a bit far back. Kislesko's dropping behind Carito now. He's going around the outside of the Bell chicane. Can he make this one work, the Ferrari driver? There's a bit of a tough start to the race after spinning in early doors. But Carito, even with that penalty, has shot that Ferrari to 6th place.
Through here.
Here comes Skeefy then, heading
Tell you
towards
what,
Abbey.
how is Skeefy was absolutely perfect at the start. He deserves a point for that alone.
Oh, he actually does, to be fair. That was banging.
Orange on the side.
Oh!
Qwerty's back.
Touched him.
Qwerty's knocking people again.
Yeah, let's not have that again, Quirty.
Mash is gone. Liam's a massive wobble.
Lee,
Mash is up
yo!
to third.
Mash is to the podium then. As it stands, has picked up a handful of podiums so far in F2 this season. And if I'm right, this could be, if he can keep it together, his first podium in Division 2 this season.
I say the way he's driven, he's truly good to have. He is definitely one of the stronger drivers in these conditions. As expected, Scar is checked out at front.
16 on the grid, and he's up to third.
I think he might even be second in a minute. He is clawing these assassins in the
That's not something I thought I'd be saying at the start of the day. Championship League's been clawed down, and another man has been clawed down as SLR Lithium again by Vapiku. He's on the intermediate tyre. Inters versus the wet, heading towards Stone now. Liam takes the inside line, but Vapiku chooses the outside, goes for the switcheroo, heading towards the Bell chicane now. That is a lovely move from Vapiku.
That is a brilliant move.
The pen.
As all the praise we have given him. Fuck you, Matthew. Praise you enough. Praise Pete for that bit of driving. That was a line overtake.
Wow, that I tell you what, get that in the season montage. That's a fantastic move from Vapiku. And I tell you what, if he can keep this pace up and get past Matt, he could have seen Vapiku maybe finish P2 because he's still closing up here on SLR Mash and UKB's Assassin.
Qwerty, get your ass in here, boy. Oh, here's one, yeah.
Yeah, Liam's had a bit of a snap out of lane 3, and it means Carito on the intermediate tyre slithers his way through into fifth. At the moment, the intermediate tyre is looking like the right tyre to be on. It's struggling sometimes out of the corners, but when it's fired up, it is looking like the tyre to be on. And if you're back to two, you can see the podium coming your way.
Wow, definitely. And with the way things are going, it could be the expense of our championship leader. Mash is all over him here.
Something again I didn't expect to be saying at the start of this day. Happy Coot at the moment, on 43 points. I tell you what, a big result here could shoot us right up in the championship standings at the moment. How slightly congested it is in that mid-pack for SLRF1. Part of that mid-pack at the moment is hoping to get his Alpha Tauri into P2 on track anyway at the moment. Happy Coot will be there to pounce if anything happens ahead of him. But our championship leader looking to make up after a tough week last week. Currently finishing P2 as it stands as his nearest championship rival. Down in 10th at the moment, his teammate.
Hayes on 13th.
Exactly,
Hayes on the inters. Oh, Zach has had a off, is he?
Into the pit lane.
Oh.
Any damage for Zach's beast? We'll see.
Surely.
Yeah, there's no way he's pit on those. Well, it's on the wet tyre.
If Hayes could get her ass moving, she could have a few points here. On those inters compared to these wets, which it's definitely seeming the way now, isn't it? You've got to be on those intermediate tyres.
Oh, Alan and Golden Egg Fryer heading towards turn 3, turn 4 now. Heading for the lower places and not for any points, but they're putting on a good show. That's for sure. Oh, there's contact between the two, and Golden Egg Fryer has made the move work. Up into 14th place now goes Golden Egg Fryer. Marsh now is all over the back now of our championship leader, Beast Assassin, going through Luffield now, heading on to the old pit straight. Mappy Coot is there to pounce, heading towards Cox now. He might make the move round the outside mode. Here we go. Is it going to be another sublime move from Mappy Coot? It's going to be brave, but no, he's not got the grip through the corner. Just about holds on.
I was squinting at that one. Here's Korea's coming in though, isn't he?
He is, even with that penalty. I tell you what, Carito can still be on for a great result.
Talking about penalties, let's not cross the limb out of this just yet then. Getting back there within the penalty of Mash and Carito. There was to be some more shenanigans. Might be able to steal third place.
Oh, Carito with the send and the bell chicane on Vapid Coot. You don't need to battle, and he's made the move work, to be fair. I'm not sure if Vapid Coot let him go or not, but that's a great move from Carito. Look, it's a 4th place.
That was a brilliant overtake. I think that was very respectful from Coot. I think Coot saw that coming, knows he's got the penalty, so he's like, yeah, you can have that. I'm not going to risk my front wing there. Smart move by the Scotsman.
It was, he knows that these places coming back to him after penalty way, but I tell you what, I think he was settled for a P3 in the end. But as you said, Liam is now well and truly going to be joining his train very shortly. Kislesko as well, who's hovering over the back of the Red Bull, and with the battery advantage as well. Do not rule out Kislesko as well from this this little battle. And we're going to be closing to the final 5 laps now of this British Grand Prix in Division 2. At the moment, there's still Scarburger who's suffered all he could out in front. Didn't really see anyone in the opening stage of the race. Had that safety car restart to digest, and he has done it brilliantly. Has led every single lap of this race so far. Only 5 laps to go. So hoping he can bring home the race victory. UK Beast Assassin is under immense pressure though from SLR Marsh at the moment. And with the intermediate runners of Carito and Mbappe Coupe behind. Can he hold them off?
Yes, I think it's going to be the shortest interview you've ever done with Scarborough. How was the race? Good. See any other cars?
That's probably how it's going to go, but still 5 laps to go. Anything can change in this Division 2 race. We saw how close it was in qualifying, and at the moment it's not looking close for the race victory at all, but for the final podium position it definitely isn't. Carito's had a poor exit, and where Carito made the move on Coupe last lap, he's repaid it this lap, and Coupe back up into 4th place.
Very, very nice. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it truly because I was on I'd been given a camera angle on Carito's front wing, which is thank you game. Thank you game.
Great game. Great game. Rapid Coupe though, as it stands, he's on for a P3 at the moment, which, as I said earlier, would shoot him right up the championship order. Beast had an awful exit. That's going to allow Marsh to close up the gap heavily here now. Beast knows keep it there. He's going to finish P2 in the end and extend his championship lead even more out in front. But he has got a charging pack behind his active. Beast sets the fastest lap on the intermediate tyre to Kano. So I think it is time for the Inches now, and you can see it. Hayes and Klopp going to go side by side, going through the field. Maybe from P11 where Liam is at the moment. But Hayes, can she make it work? Going side by side through Woodcote, the Alfa Romeo with the outside line, the Mercedes with the inside line as they head towards Cops now. Who's going to have it? Is it going to be Klopp round the outside? Is it going to be Hayes on the inside? It's the Mercedes of Hayes making her way up into 11th place.
Lovely bit of run from those two there. Those fastest laps, what do they compare to our race leaders, time-wise? Out of
Let's
curiosity.
have a quick look.
As we're saying, that Marsh down the inside. Again.
43.1 last lap. And it was a 39.4. So I tell you what, I'd keep an eye out on Bapicoot in his final last laps. Because if he can make it through these two cars, he could be in a shot.
Absolutely. And who was they got pole again? It was already a few laps pressure, but still. He's gone wide. Kurita comes to here. Kurita's on the rocket ship coming in.
I tell you what, it's break late. There's been no contact somehow between the two. Don't lose time, guys. You can easily get a podium here. Carito, though, holds on in contact on the apex. And Marsh is all over the back of Beast now. Star's taking it easy out in front, but if you're back in two, you need to get past these two cars because you can win the race with 4 laps to go.
Absolutely. If he gets that fresh air, as you were saying, potentially 3 to 4 seconds a lap, he'll be putting Scar under some serious pressure very, very quickly.
It's not utilised at the moment. Those aging intermediate tyres are going to start to go off there eventually. Carito, sorry, heading towards Cops now. Is he going to make the move on Mass? He's just got the run. Is he going to go down the inside? He keeps the nose up there. With a slight contact between the two. But Marsh holds on for now. This is going to be a great end to this race. We see it coming.
It's either going to be fantastic, it's a brilliant driving, or all 3 of these, if not all 4 of these, are going to be off the wall, and Liam and Gillespie have got the final 2 podium places. There's going to be no in between, it's one or the other. Either 2 winners get through, or Liam's in here later.
Oh, that seems to be fair. Marsh is close enough on Beast once again now. The gap has dropped to below 3 seconds to start Borger now. From UKD's Assassin. Gone back a little bit. Here goes Bapicoot then through the final corner, then front wheels again. Bapi is eager to get through. He knows the focus there, but he could be more.
Too ambitious, that one.
Carito again, he's going to send it down the inside. Yes, he is. Oh, as Marsh is making the move on Beast as well. Oh, they've both gone off the track. Oh. But Beast holds on. Marsh has gone very, very deep. There's contact between Coot and Marsh. This is Bapicoot's chance now. Can he make the move? Looks like he's got it done. No, he hasn't. Marsh is holding on. This is an incredible battle for the final podium places. Star Borger is driving out in front at the moment. 4 seconds clear. As Bapicoot contact between them. Goes through goes Carito now. Going through Luffield. Carito could see himself with his P2 here. This is going to be crazy. He does. Looks like he's got the move done. Heading through Woodcote now and down the old pit straight. Has Carito got the move done? They've nearly touched again. Did Beast and Carito. Heading towards Cops. And Carito with a sweep back. Can he make it work? That's a brilliant move from Carito. I don't know how he's made that work, but Beast,
he hasn't made it work yet.
Keep the inside. This is a fantastic racing. There's contact. He's hit the back of him. What on earth is going on? Liam's now in this battle once again.
Oh, wow.
What did we just watch there, that 3/4 of the lap?
I've got no idea, but the 4-car connection, I mean, the stewards are obviously going to see it, but I don't know who you'd penalise for it. They're all gritty and rubbing as hard as they possibly could. It's just basically guaranteed Scar the win. This is now all about P2. Marsh's front on the inside.
Oh, bold move from Marsh there, but hasn't made it on. As you said, Star Borger is going to be licking his lips at the moment because he's 5.5 seconds there. I think even if these intermediate runners get through, it's not going to be enough now.
2 laps, no chance.
up. The conversation for the final podium places is not over yet. At the moment, it's going to go the way of Beast and Coot after penalties. But after what we saw on that last lap, anyone could take those final podium places at the moment.
Absolutely.
Carito then on Beast Assassin. Surely Beast won't find this one too hard because he knows Carito's got the penalty. Goes down the inside, does Carito. Makes the move on UK Beast Assassin now. His job is just to try and pull as big as gap he can so he doesn't lose as many places. But Vakakut is all over the back of that half now. Our championship leader in third. Could be about to be overtaken here, heading towards Cox. Beast rinsing his battery as well as Vakakut. Beast will hold on to that third place for now, but the advantage of the intermediate tyre for Vakakut is giving an amazing run out of Cox. Heading towards Magnus and Beck as we go. It is still UK Beast Assassin holding on to third place. Vakakut picks up a penalty and Smash picks up another one. And if you're Liam, he can see himself in third.
Oh, wow.
Here comes Coot then. On UK Beast Assassin. Will Beast fight this one at all? Heading towards Stone now. He needs to be careful because Carito is pulling a gap. Coot with the send. And it looks like he's got the move done. Yes, he does. With the third place goes back to Coot now.
Right, Liam now needs to clear Mash instantly or he is going to lose any possibility of that podium. We go on to the final lap. Saying that, Carito's already taken a good few seconds out of Scar there. You never know, we might see a fight for the lead on the final couple of corners.
Yes, he could at the moment. He is only going to drop down to Carito with that penalty. The final lap of this race now, and the gaps are starting to open a little bit now, but the gap that has opened up the most is our race leader, Scarburger, who hasn't got a foot wrong all the race and only has 3/4 of a lap to go, Moley, until he sees the checkered flag as the race winner.
He deserves it. He truly deserves the race winner from start to finish. It's too late for these two on the inters. They got past one lap sooner. They get across the space, it's all in that's amazing. At the minute, Liam is right on the borderline again. Right on the borderline.
Carito's got P3 and basically locked in here. I tell you what, he could even have P2 locked in. He's nearly got the gap. The Beast. He overtakes on the hanger straight. Marsh is going to get close, not close enough. But we're going to go out on front there with our race leader. We haven't seen him much today. We only saw him in the safety car restart. He's going to be Scarburger, who's going to come around the Vale chicane for the 26th and final time to see himself and call himself the race winner of Division 2 here at Silverstone. Scarburger crosses the line to win the British Grand Prix. It's going to be Carito who crosses the line in P2. Vakakut will cross the line third, but will he get it? Carito does get second in the end. UK Beast Assassin gets the final podium place. Vakakut in fourth. Liam will finish fifth. Another strong result for him. Kislesko in sixth. F1AB Quote, we saw earlier, spin, recovered to 7. Marsh with that 6-second penalty, 8. Sotia Clock will get 9th. And Skeefy will pick up the final points. It's been a tough day, but Owen Howe, who will finish 11th in the end, no points for him. And TIR Hayes will finish 13th. And if you're UK Beast Assassin, that's another 15 points extended to your championship lead. And I believe, don't quote me, I think it's 23 points now he has over Owen and Hayes.
He'll be a very happy man on the podium, that's for sure. For what looked like a minute it could have been P4, P5. He held it in there and brought it back through. Right, unfortunately I'm going to have to leave you by yourself to do the podium interviews. I've got to shoot real quick. I might be back.
No worries. No worries. I'll get the top 3 in the party. Carito, Borga and Beast. Because that guy is, he's left a lobby early, so that'll be why he's not classified. Oh, and Adrian, sorry. He will now cross the line to finish the race. And that concludes our Division 2 race here at Silverstone. After a fantastic ending and some fantastic racing. In-game driver of the day goes to Codzilla. Hello, you! Hello. Right, we'll
see if we can get Borger in, and then we'll get the interviews underway. We'll go through the classification once more. It's Scar Borger, who led all 26 laps of that British Grand Prix. He takes a victory. Carito picks up P2 in the end, just with that penalty at the end, holding off our championship leader Beast, who extends his lead to 23 points, I believe. Rapid Coop drops to 4th after his penalty. Liam will finish 5th, somehow not P11. Kislesko 6th, QWERTY 7th, Mash 8th, Clock 9, Skeefy will get the last of the points. Owen in 11th, a tough day for him. Godzilla 12th, Hayes 13th, Adam 14th, Beast 15th, Golden Egg Fryer 16th, Adrian 17th, and the retired cars with that guy, JMC and Legend. We'll start the interviews then with our championship leader, UK Beast Assassin. 3rd in the end. Are you going to be delighted with that? Again, you extended your lead. Your nearest rivals didn't even get any points at the end. So, how are you feeling after that one?
Yeah, not bad. I don't like Silverstone, and I don't like the wet. So to be on the podium is all right, I guess. Scar, I think Scar had just too much pace, and Carito has medium traction. So what can you do? I'll take P3 in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. So, of course, extended your championship lead once again, I think, to 23 points now. We go to Hungary next week. How are you feeling?